Welcome, Gunrunner.
Nowadays, when we mention console gaming, there are only really three contenders: Sony, Microsoft, and Nintendo. In fact, you could probably even scale that down to two, as the mighty N seems to have found their niche in making handheld units now, after the dismal failure of the Wii U. But it wasn't always like that. There was once a time when the console market was bustling with choice, alongside all the big players like Atari, Sega, and Nintendo, with systems such as the ColecoVision, Vectrex, 3DO, Intellivision, Philips Video Pack, PC Engine, Amiga CD32. You get the picture, the list really does go on and on. The late 70s into the early 90s marked a real era of innovation in the hardware market, with all manner of companies trying to find a way into this growing sector. A lot of these companies didn't seem to have the cash or resources to ever really make a go of it, but you might be surprised just how many systems from the big players actually failed to materialise. So let's enlighten you a little bit further on one of these in particular. I'm the Laird, and I bring you the story of the Sega Neptune.
Since the beginning of time, mankind has striven to double and redouble his powers.
A mysterious machine has appeared in homes across America.
All right, baby.
Increase the power of the unit 40 times.
32. X.
Welcome to the next life.
You spill your drink?
I don't have a drink.
Uh-oh.
Let's face it, there's probably one big console manufacturer that is missed by gamers more than any other, and that has to be Sega. It seems that not a day goes by without some baseless rumour being circulated online about them returning to the fold. Indeed, just this week, the news broke that Google are about to enter the console market themselves, and it's been rumoured that they're collaborating with Sega on this project. But since the sad demise of the Dreamcast, the only thing that Sega have actually offered up is endless and mostly very underwhelming clone consoles, based on their best-selling Mega Drive. These aren't even made by Sega either, instead being licensed out to companies such as Blaze and At Games to produce instead. I myself reviewed one of them on this very channel, and was less than impressed.
I can't really recommend this product to anyone.
Despite their undoubted success in the industry, Sega still had their fair share of cancelled tech, such as the Sega VR, an add-on from the Mega Drive that reportedly made people feel sick, and the Sega Pluto, an all-in-one unit containing a Saturn, Netlink modem, and MPEG video card. But perhaps the most famous prototype Sega console of all, however, is the Neptune, another all-in-one console from 1994 that would combine the then aging Mega Drive with the newly released Sega 32X add-on. Many people back then bemoaned having to buy separate units and the rather complicated way you had to connect the mushroom-shaped unit up to your console. So the Neptune was very much Sega's answer to that. We also hoped that people would see it as a lower cost alternative to the Saturn for people who didn't yet want to replace their Mega Drives. This new 32-bit hybrid system was shown to the press on numerous occasions, and a small run of prototype systems were also produced to impress retailers and developers. Unfortunately, the 32X was a dismal failure, probably the worst move that Sega ever made in fact, and certainly the start of their rapid decline.
Machine has appeared in homes across America.
Double and redouble his powers. 32. X.
6 times more powerful than 3DO.
All right, baby.
40 times more than Super NES.
Hey, yo, there is no 32-bit Super NES. Are we gonna see the games or what? Show me!
Increase the power of the unit 40 times.
Thank you.
The Neptune ended up being delayed 3 times before being quietly cancelled altogether, along with the 32X, to focus on the also flagging Saturn. Former Sega of America president Tom Kalinske gave some interesting reasons for the Neptune's cancellation. I actually thought the 32X was a really good entry into 32-bit gaming. We worked really hard with Hitachi, who provided the chips, to create both the add-on and the standalone Neptune console, and deliver it at a great price. Unfortunately, we just didn't manage to get the games lineup that people wanted to play, and that's ultimately why it failed. This was undoubtedly a period of complete chaos for the once great company, with Sega of America and Sega of Japan at loggerheads over the direction they should be going in, arguing over hardware and even developing their own products without telling each other. Sega of Japan never wanted the 32X, they wanted to go straight into the Saturn, while Sega of America were less than impressed with the Saturn and thought the 32X and Neptune were a much better plan for the short time, while the Saturn hardware was improved. In the end, both parties were wrong, as neither system was a success they had hoped, and the constant arguing and internal mismanagement at Sega did nothing to help that. Of course, this whole mess was not helped by the completely botched launch of the Saturn in North America either, but that, my friends, is a story for another day. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more just like it, then please consider visiting my Patreon and making a pledge. You'll even get access to a host of exclusive content there too. I've been the Retro Laird, I hope you've enjoyed watching, and I'll see you all again very soon.